Black Friday 2025 has officially broken people. One Karen actually called the cops because a self-checkout body-shamed her purse. A grown man cried for 20 minutes because his TV arrived in perfect condition and ruined his dramatic meltdown. And wait until you hear about the lady who returned a bra because it gave her too much confidence. These aren't repeats from part 1. These 56 new meltdowns are worse, dumber, and happening right now while America loses its mind over deals. So if you've ever muttered, "What is wrong with people?" at your screen, hit subscribe and comment which store ruined your last Black Friday. 1. At Target. A man demands a refund because the turkey cooker made his holiday bird taste too perfect. He insists great flavor ruined his family tradition of complaining about dry meat during dinner. He walks to customer service waving drumsticks as proof of betrayal while shoppers stare with concern. The manager tries offering store credit, but he wants something deeper, which he calls emotional repair for losing his annual argument. His dramatic rant goes viral online as people laugh at his determination to protect chaos. Target later adds a normal mode button on the cooker for people who fear improvement. 2. A woman at Walmart calls 911 because the self-checkout voice said, "unexpected item in bagging area," and she swears the phrase insulted her purse. Officers arrived to find her pointing at the machine while explaining how the scanner lacked manners. She demands the store train robots to respect personal accessories. The officer keeps a straight face while someone records everything. The video spreads quickly and people online reenact the scene. Walmart updates her lane with a softer voice message. She returns the next day saying the new message felt sarcastic, and she files another complaint about digital attitude issues. 3. An Amazon customer threatens to sue because his large television arrived in perfect condition, which he believes destroyed the enjoyable chaos of assembly struggle. He records a long crying video about feeling robbed of difficulty. Customer support offers to send a replacement box with dents so he can experience dramatic unboxing energy. He accepts and films himself admiring the fake damage. The saga spreads everywhere as people mock his desire for inconvenience. Late-night hosts joke about him. He starts a small fundraiser for emotional shipping trauma and earns a tiny amount from trolls who find the story amusing. 4. At Best Buy. 2 men fight over the last discounted air fryer during the sale. One tackles the other in the appliance aisle like he is competing for a championship. Security separates them, and neither wants to give up. Both demand the fryer as compensation for injuries real or imagined. The manager denies everything and bans them for life. Someone posted the entire moment online where viewers cheer the foolish drama. The clip reaches millions of views under a funny title. The 2 men start a podcast together and surprisingly earn sponsorships that exceed the air fryer value. 5. A woman at Kohl's returns a sweater because she believes it shrank in her closet out of jealousy. She brings photos of the hanger to prove her theory, even though the sweater still measures the same size. She claims supernatural behavior and insists the store handle the haunting. The employee tries to stay polite while other shoppers listen. Corporate sends her a gift card labeled for mysterious clothing concerns. She buys another sweater and begins posting daily updates about both items. Her social media grows fast as people enjoy watching her dramatic fashion adventures unfold like a strange reality series. 6. At JCPenney. A man refuses to leave the fitting room because he believes mirror angles intentionally make him appear larger than he is. He takes endless selfies from several corners while muttering about optical traps invented to sabotage shoppers. Staff members knock politely and ask him to exit, but he insists justice must be served before he moves. Other customers wait outside as he delivers speeches about visual honesty. When he finally steps out, he raises his arms like a champion and claims victory. His dramatic exit becomes popular online and sparks debates about store mirror science for years today. 7. An Amazon reviewer becomes upset because his holiday lights sync too perfectly with music, which he believes creates competitive tension among neighbors and exposes his lack of creativity. He blames the flawless rhythm for disagreements at home. He records a long message explaining how the blinking pattern ruined his festive atmosphere. Support suggests non-syncing lights, but he says those behave with sarcastic timing. He organizes a neighborhood meeting to discuss seasonal fairness. People attend out of curiosity and laugh at the unusual complaint. His video spreads quickly and brings him unexpected attention during the busy shopping weekend this year. 8. At Sam's Club, a woman requests cancellation of her membership because the free samples bring her too much pleasure, which she says creates emotional pressure to return frequently. She explains that delightful bites of snacks interrupt her routine and inspire overwhelming joy she does not trust. The employee listens patiently while holding a clipboard. Other shoppers watch as she describes feeling attached to friendly workers who offer treats. She films her decision and posts it online. Her story spreads as viewers enjoy the unusual reasoning. The store lets her keep membership credit and wishes her a calm shopping journey today. 9. At Dick's Sporting Goods. A man complains that the football he purchased loses air whenever his favorite team performs poorly, which he believes is a sign of supernatural sports energy. He brings the ball every weekend asking staff to restore its strength. Workers inflate it easily, yet he insists unseen forces drain hope from the material. Shoppers gather around as he explains how the ball mirrors his emotions. He starts a small support circle for fans who experience similar feelings. Someone records the conversation and posts it online. The clip grows rapidly as people relate to dramatic game day disappointment. 10. At Sephora. A woman returns a lipstick because she believes the shade betrayed her under natural light, even though it looked wonderful inside the store. She explains that the color encouraged confidence she was not prepared to manage. The employee listens carefully and offers gentle guidance, but she wants recognition for emotional confusion caused by the product. Shoppers pause as she delivers a passionate speech about cosmetic loyalty. She films the moment and uploads it for others to analyze. Her post quickly spreads as viewers debate lighting influences. The store provides a simple exchange and wishes her better beauty adventures. 11. At Lowe's, a man files a complaint because he believes the paint sample he brought home inspired his wife to demand a complete renovation, which he says destroyed his peaceful weekend routine. He insists the sample carried motivational energy that disrupted family harmony. The employee tries explaining the color is ordinary, yet he argues the shade provoked ambition. Other shoppers observe as he lectures about protecting households from powerful ideas. He records a message warning viewers about unexpected inspiration. His video gains attention during the busy season. The store offers a small voucher and encourages responsible decorating choices going forward. 12. At TJ Maxx. A woman demands a refund because she believes her stylish bag whispered unkind phrases whenever she passed mirrors, which she claims damaged her confidence during shopping trips. The employee listens with patience while examining the bag and noticing nothing unusual. She explains that the reflections activated negative energy. Curious shoppers gather and share theories about accessories with personality. She films the scene and posts it online, where viewers create humorous interpretations. The store calmly accepts the return to end the discussion. Her video grows quickly as people enjoy the strange combination of fashion concerns and imagination today. 13. At Ulta. A teen returns eyeliner because she believes the product made her appearance overly striking, which she says created jealousy among classmates who questioned her sudden confidence. She explains that the sharp look produced unwanted attention in hallways and during lunch. The employee remains calm while offering application tips. Other shoppers observe and smile at the dramatic explanation. She records the moment and uploads it to her growing channel. The clip spreads as viewers debate makeup responsibility. The store allows an exchange and encourages her to enjoy beauty safely without fear. She leaves feeling slightly empowered despite the complaint. 14. At Nike, a man requests free shoes because he believes the swoosh symbol judges him whenever he jogs slowly through the park. He says the logo gives silent feedback that affects his motivation. The employee offers supportive advice, but he insists symbolic pressure disrupts his routine. Other customers listen as he details emotional strain caused by footwear imagery. He records a short message for social media, hoping for sympathy. The clip spreads as people find humor in his claim. The store declines his request, yet encourages him to continue exercising confidently. He leaves feeling noticed, although unsatisfied on this day. 15. At Old Navy. A mother complains that her new flip-flops improved her mood too much, which she says disrupted her family tradition of grumbling during weekend errands. She believes the cheerful comfort created unrealistic expectations for household behavior. The employee smiles politely while hearing the story. Other shoppers glance over as she describes feeling betrayed by footwear that lifted her spirits. She records a message explaining her need for balanced emotions. The clip spreads as viewers love the playful frustration. The store offers a small discount and wishes her a manageable shopping experience. She leaves still analyzing her feelings. 16. At PetSmart. A customer returns a dog toy because it made her puppy far too happy, which she claims exhausted her energy since she had to watch non-stop zoomies around the living room. She explains that the joyful noise disrupted her peaceful routine and created unrealistic excitement within the household. The employee examines the toy, which squeaks normally. Other shoppers watch while she describes emotional chaos caused by excessive wagging. She films the moment for her online audience. The clip becomes popular as people laugh at the unusual frustration. The store accepts the return and wishes her calmer playtime experiences ahead. 17. At Michael's, a crafter complains that glitter followed her home and attached itself to every object she owns, which she believes shows intentional misbehavior from the art supply aisle. She insists the glitter traveled on purpose and created conflict with family members who dislike sparkling surfaces. The employee listens with patience while she describes feeling haunted by endless shimmering specks. Other customers nearby smile softly at her dramatic tone. She films a message warning viewers about crafting consequences. The video spreads quickly. The store offers a small voucher and encourages responsible sparkle handling. She leaves still brushing glitter from her clothes. 18. At Dollar General. A man returns a candle because he believes it created an unexpectedly romantic atmosphere which frightened his single friends during movie night. He insists the gentle glow changed the entire mood and made the room feel emotionally complicated. The employee inspects the candle and finds nothing unusual. Other shoppers laugh quietly while he continues explaining how ambience betrayed his desire for simplicity. He records a short clip of his story and uploads it, which gains attention online. The store allows a return and wishes him safer lighting choices. He leaves still suspicious of candles that influence feelings. 19. At GameStop. A customer returns a controller because he believes the vibration feature understands his emotions too well and reacts with unusual sympathy during intense game moments. He describes the device as overly supportive and claims it distracts him from competition. The employee tests the controller, which works normally. Shoppers gather while he explains how it mirrors his mood in unsettling ways. He records his concerns for online viewers who find the situation amusing. The store approves an exchange and recommends a simpler model. His video spreads widely as people joke about emotional gaming accessories and personal connections with technology. 20. At Victoria's Secret. A woman returns a bra because she believes it gave her confidence she was not prepared to manage, which she says caused unexpected reactions from coworkers. She explains that the supportive fit encouraged boldness she did not consent to. The employee listens kindly while offering suggestions. Other shoppers glance over as she details how empowerment disrupted her week. She films the interaction and posts it online, where comments flood with playful reactions. The store allows an exchange. She leaves still unsure whether clothing should influence personality. Her clip grows quickly as people enjoy her humorous struggle with confidence. 21. At Nordstrom. A shopper complains because the service was so perfect, it made her feel underdressed, which she believes disrupted her shopping rhythm. She describes feeling overly pampered by employees who were too attentive. The associate apologizes politely, though nothing appears wrong. Other customers watch her explain how high-quality treatment affected her comfort. She films her experience and uploads it, where viewers laugh at the unusual dissatisfaction. The store offers a gentle reassurance and encourages her to enjoy luxury without pressure. She leaves feeling strangely conflicted. The clip continues spreading as people debate acceptable levels of customer service. 22. At Marshall's. A woman returns a purse because she believes it collected too many compliments, which overwhelmed her during errands. She explains that friendly remarks created unwanted attention and forced conversations she did not plan. The employee listens kindly while she describes being socially fatigued by accessory popularity. Shoppers observe her serious tone and smile quietly. She records the moment for her followers. The video becomes widely shared as people relate to unexpected praise, frustration. The store accepts the return and suggests a simpler style. She leaves relieved. Online viewers enjoy the dramatic tale of a purse that became too noticeable. 23. At Burlington, a man returns a winter coat because it kept him too warm, which he claims ruined his yearly tradition of complaining about cold weather. He explains that comfort removed his favorite seasonal hobby. The employee measures the coat and finds everything normal. Curious customers gather while he details the emotional loss of dramatic shivering. He records a message to warn others about overly effective clothing. The clip gains attention as people laugh at his reasoning. The store processes the return. He walks out wearing a light hoodie, determined to restore his ability to suffer through winter as usual. 24. At Hobby Lobby, a customer returns yarn because she believes it created unnecessary drama during family dinner by unraveling at the worst possible moment, which she says attracted unwanted attention. She insists the yarn acted with mischievous timing. The employee listens patiently while inspecting the spool. Other shoppers watch as she describes feeling betrayed by a crafting material. She films the situation and posts it. The video gains views from people who enjoy humorous crafting chaos. The store allows an exchange and encourages calmer creative projects. She leaves determined to avoid rebellious yarn in future projects she plans at home. 25. At Staples, a man complains that his printer worked too well by producing documents with such clarity that his spelling mistakes became embarrassingly obvious, which he feels destroyed his confidence. He explains that the machine should protect him from harsh reality. The employee demonstrates normal printing, but he remains convinced the device is judgmental. Shoppers near the counter listen with mild amusement. He records the complaint for his followers, who quickly make jokes. The store offers basic troubleshooting and a friendly reminder about editing. He leaves with mixed feelings. The clip spreads across social platforms as viewers enjoy the dramatic frustration. 26. At Bath & Body Works, a woman returns a candle because the scent reminds her ex of her, and she claims the fragrance caused emotional confusion when he visited to pick up a forgotten box. She insists the aroma created unnecessary nostalgia and disrupted her healing process. The employee listens with patience while she reenacts his dramatic reaction in the hallway. Other shoppers pause and smile as she explains how scented comfort betrayed her desire for indifference. She films the moment for her page and the clip spreads quickly. The store exchanges the candle and wishes her peaceful aromas moving forward. 27. At Ross, a shopper returns a dress because it fit her perfectly, which she insists ruined her excuse for avoiding social events. She explains that flawless comfort creates pressure to attend gatherings she normally escapes. The employee checks the dress and confirms it is completely fine. Shoppers nearby grin softly as she delivers a heartfelt speech about wishing clothing offered more flaws. She films herself describing the dilemma, and people online relate with humor. The store allows a return. She walks out holding a less impressive dress, feeling relieved that she regained her ability to skip parties without guilt today. 28. At Academy Sports, a dad returns a basketball because it made his son too skilled, which he says ended peaceful afternoons when the child previously missed every shot. He claims the improved accuracy created loud celebrations that disrupted household quiet time. The employee bounces the ball to show it behaves normally. Other customers gather as he describes competitive energy spreading through the neighborhood. He records the experience for his followers. The video gains attention as people laugh at the complaint. The store approves an exchange and recommends a slower practice ball. He leaves, hoping to restore calm weekend routines. 29. At H&M, a teen returns jeans because she believes they made her appear too fashionable, which intimidated a teacher who commented on her sudden style improvement. She explains that unplanned confidence created classroom tension. The employee listens closely while she describes wanting clothing that reflects average energy. Other shoppers smile as she expresses frustration about being noticed. She films the situation for her page, and the clip gains traction with viewers who enjoy the mild chaos. The store accepts the return and offers a simpler pair. She leaves feeling safer in neutral jeans that maintain her preferred background presence. 30 at Forever. 21. A customer returns a crop top because she believes it aged her confidence backward, which confused her parents during holiday shopping. She claims the playful fit unlocked an energy she had not felt in years and describes the sensation as unsettling. The employee keeps a polite expression while she details the emotional shift. Shoppers nearby listen with curiosity. She records the conversation and posts it online. The video grows quickly as people joke about clothing that reinvents personalities. The store approves an exchange. She leaves wearing a calmer style and says she prefers outfits that respect generational boundaries. 31. At Zara. A woman returns a jacket because she believes it attracted too many compliments, which she says overwhelmed her during errands. She insists that unexpected praise created pressure to maintain fashionable behavior. The employee examines the jacket and nods politely. Other shoppers smile as she details the exhausting cycle of constant attention. She films her explanation for viewers. The clip spreads fast as people enjoy her dramatic storytelling. The store allows the return. She leaves holding a plain coat and says she hopes for peaceful anonymity next time. Her audience continues discussing the struggle of managing excessive positivity. 32. At Crate and Barrel. A couple returns wine glasses because they made date night feel too romantic, which they claim raised expectations neither was prepared to meet. They explain that the elegant shape changed their usual routine into something intense and emotionally charged. The employee listens while polishing a glass and trying not to laugh. Shoppers nearby chuckle softly as the couple debates the dangers of enhanced ambience. They record the moment for their friends. The store accepts the return with a smile. The pair chooses simpler glasses before leaving. Their video receives attention as people enjoy their dramatic caution around romance. 33. At Wayfair. An online customer complains that his furniture arrived fully assembled, which he says robbed him of bonding time with his family since they normally argue during setup. He believes the easy process removed the yearly ritual of sorting screws across the living room. He records a video showing his disappointment. Support offers a partial credit, but he insists nothing can replace the shared chaos he expected. The clip spreads across platforms as people relate to assembly struggles. Wayfair processes the request. He leaves the review section feeling nostalgic for frustration he never experienced this season. 34. At IKEA. A man complains that the meatballs in the cafeteria tasted too delicious, which distracted him from the emotional preparation needed for assembling flat-packed furniture. He says the enjoyable meal placed him in a calm mindset, unfit for navigating complex instructions. The employee nods while customers laugh quietly. He films a message insisting that food should match the difficulty of upcoming tasks. The clip spreads online. The store offers no compensation but wishes him luck with his tools. He leaves holding a boxed shelf while insisting he prefers snacks that mirror the chaos of assembling items with many parts. 35. At Apple Store, a customer returns AirPods because the peaceful silence they provided caused him to question life decisions instead of focusing on holiday crowds. He explains that the noise cancellation created too much calm, which he believes encouraged unwanted self-reflection. The employee listens politely. Shoppers nearby grin as he describes needing background noise to avoid deep thinking. He records the conversation and uploads it. The video grows quickly. The store processes a return and suggests open-style earbuds. He leaves feeling relieved and ready to rejoin loud environments without accidental philosophical moments. 36. At Adidas, a man returns his new sneakers because he believes they made him run too fast, which he says ruined his ability to enjoy slow, relaxing walks. He explains that the lightweight shoes pushed him into accidental jogging, which attracted confused stares from neighbors who had never seen him move quickly. The employee tests the shoes and finds nothing unusual. Shoppers smile as he discusses the pressure of unexpected fitness. He records a clip describing the emotional burden of speed shoes. The store allows an exchange for heavier sneakers. He leaves relieved to regain his preferred slow-motion lifestyle. 37. At Gap. A mother returns her kids' clothes because they fit perfectly and removed her yearly excuse of buying oversized outfits to complain later. She insists the accurate sizing created silence in her home since she had nothing to argue about during back-to-school shopping. The employee nods politely while checking the tags. Other shoppers listen with amusement as she describes missing her dramatic tradition. She films the moment and posts it online. The store approves the return. She leaves with slightly larger clothes, feeling satisfied that she restored the household routine of discussing growth spurts every season. 38. At Banana Republic, a customer returns a blazer because it made her job interview too successful, which she says caused unexpected responsibility at work. She explains that the polished look convinced the interviewer she was more ambitious than she felt. The employee listens while straightening a rack. Shoppers smile as she describes emotional exhaustion from appearing capable. She records her story for viewers. The clip spreads as people joke about dangerous professionalism. The store accepts the return. She walks out with a casual sweater, hoping to avoid further career surprises. Her followers enjoy her humorous struggle with stylish competence. 39. At Office Depot. A student returns a notebook because the blank pages made him feel judged for not having ideas during finals season. He explains that the untouched paper stared at him too boldly, which created pressure he did not want. The employee listens calmly while flipping through the pages. Other customers grin as he describes emotional tension from stationery. He films the moment and uploads it online. The video grows quickly as viewers relate to academic stress. The store accepts the return and encourages him to choose a patterned notebook. He leaves feeling protected from intimidating white space. 40. At Walgreens. A woman returns holiday candy because she believes it created too much festive energy in her home, which pushed her into a cheerful mood she had not planned for. She explains that the bright colors and sweet flavor sabotaged her yearly tradition of quiet, seasonal complaining. The employee stays polite while scanning the return. Shoppers nearby laugh softly as she describes losing control of her emotional balance. She records a short message for her followers. The store approves the refund. She leaves carrying plain snacks, hoping to preserve her preferred level of seasonal attitude. 41. At CVS, a man returns vitamins because they work too well and gave him more energy than he wanted, which removed his excuse for skipping chores. He insists the unexpected boost ruined his lazy weekend plans. The employee nods with patience. Other shoppers listen as he describes feeling betrayed by helpful supplements. He records a video explaining how productivity attacked his lifestyle. The clip spreads across several platforms. The store processes the return. He walks out with herbal tea instead and promises to reclaim his reliable pattern of slow mornings without guilt. 42. At Newegg, a gamer returns a graphics card because it delivered extremely high frame rates, which removed his ability to blame lag for losing matches. He says the smooth performance exposed his real skill level in a painful way. The employee reviews the specs and finds everything normal. Other customers laugh quietly as he explains the emotional weight of honest gameplay. He films the encounter for his channel. The clip gains popularity among gamers who relate to performance denial. The store allows an exchange for a lower model. He leaves relieved that his excuses can continue unchanged. 43. At B&H Photo. A customer returns a camera because it captured vacation images that looked too beautiful, which she says ruined her nostalgic storytelling, since nobody believed the trip was stressful. She explains that the sharp colors removed her favorite complaining moments. The employee reviews the camera and finds perfect function. Shoppers smile as she describes losing her dramatic travel identity. She records her grievance for her followers. The store approves a return. She leaves with a simpler camera, hoping to keep future trips realistically chaotic. The video spreads as people enjoy her cinematic disappointment. 44. At Petco, a woman returns fish food because her fish became too colorful and outshone her personality whenever friends visited. She insists the vibrant scales created pressure to match the aquarium energy. The employee tries not to laugh while examining the container. Shoppers gather as she explains feeling overshadowed by her own pet. She records the discussion for her audience. The store accepts the return and recommends a milder formula. She leaves feeling restored. Online viewers enjoy the dramatic battle between owner and fish for attention. 45. At Nordstrom Rack. A shopper returns boots because they felt too comfortable, which removed her chance to complain about blisters during long errands. She explains that perfect support ruined her dramatic storytelling tradition. The employee stays polite while testing the boots. Other customers smile as she describes the emotional cost of comfort. She films everything and posts it online. The store processes the return easily. She leaves with a stiffer pair feeling, pleased to regain her reliable narrative of painful shopping days. 46. At Shane, a teen returns a dress because she believes it arrived too cute, which created jealousy among her friends who asked whether she secretly hired a stylist. She explains that the unexpected attractiveness caused group tension during a mall trip. The employee at the pop-up shop listens carefully while she describes emotional drama that the dress triggered. Other shoppers grin as she reenacts exaggerated reactions. She films her explanation for her followers. The store accepts the return. She leaves with a simpler outfit, hoping to maintain peace. Her video spreads as people laugh at the delicate balance of teen fashion. 47. At Dick's, a golfer returns a club because it made his swing too accurate, which ended years of entertaining failure videos his friends relied on for weekly laughs. He insists the improved performance removed his signature identity as the worst player in the group. The employee tests the club and confirms it works perfectly. Shoppers nearby smile as he explains how success destroyed his brand. He records a message for his page. The clip spreads as people enjoy the dramatic desire to stay terrible at golf. The store allows an exchange. He leaves happily carrying a less efficient club. 48. At Bed Bath & Beyond. A couple returns luxury sheets because the smooth texture created nights so comfortable they stopped arguing over who steals the covers, which they say removed an important bonding activity. They insist peaceful sleep changed their routine. The employee listens kindly while folding a display. Other customers smile as the couple describes missing their playful conflict. They record a short clip to document the moment. The store processes the return. They leave with basic sheets, hoping to restore tradition. Their video becomes popular as viewers relate to the comedy of missing familiar household chaos. 49. At Michael's, a painter returns a blank canvas because the bright white surface made her freeze with too many possibilities, which she believes created artistic panic. She explains that the empty space stared back at her during every attempt to begin. The employee nods politely. Other shoppers listen as she describes emotional pressure from creative responsibility. She films the encounter and uploads it online. People relate instantly as the clip grows. The store offers her a pre-tinted canvas to ease the stress. She leaves feeling relieved. Her followers enjoy the honest struggle between artists and intimidating blank materials. 50. At Old Navy. A man returns jeans because they fit so well that he lost his excuse to avoid leg day at the gym, which he says destroyed his workout narrative. He explains that comfortable movement created expectations he did not want. The employee checks the jeans and smiles. Shoppers overhear as he describes his desire for clothing that supports laziness. He records a message for his channel. The store accepts the return. He chooses a stiff pair and walks out happy, knowing he can continue skipping workouts without judgment. His story becomes a humorous highlight for viewers online. 51. At Target. A woman returns scented candles because she believes the fragrances matched her moods too accurately, which she describes as unsettling. She insists the scents predicted her emotions before she recognized them. The employee listens patiently while she explains the eerie harmony created in her apartment. Shoppers smile quietly at her description of invasive comfort. She records the interaction for her page. The store processes the return and recommends unscented options. She leaves calmer. Her video spreads widely as people enjoy her imaginative battle with candles that seemed too personally aware. 52. At Walmart, a man returns a product because the price scanner read the exact correct amount, which he says ruined his thrill of bargaining with himself. He explains that the accuracy removed a dramatic moment he looks forward to during every visit. The employee scans the item again and confirms normal behavior. Other customers grin as he describes emotional disappointment from fiscal honesty. He films the conversation and uploads it. The clip gains attention as people joke about missing price mystery. Walmart accepts the return. He leaves hoping to find a store with more unpredictable scanning experiences. 53. At Costco, a shopper returns a rotisserie chicken because it tasted too juicy, which he claims ruined his club of friends who gather to complain about dry meat every weekend. He explains that the flavor betrayed the purpose of their meetings. The employee listens while holding back a smile. Shoppers nearby laugh softly as he describes losing his place in the group. He records a short clip about his struggle. The store refunds him. His video goes viral as people enjoy the dramatic collapse of a social tradition built on culinary disappointment. 54. At Home Depot. A customer returns a hammer because it worked perfectly on the first swing, which he says robbed him of the heroic struggle he enjoys during home projects. He explains that difficulty is part of his identity. The employee tests the hammer and finds nothing unusual. Other shoppers watch as he describes losing the narrative of fixing things the hard way. He records the moment and shares it with his followers. The store processes the return. He leaves with a heavier tool to regain the dramatic effort he prefers. 55. At Sephora. A woman returns foundation because it matched her skin so perfectly that she became unrecognizable to friends who assumed she had major cosmetic work done. She explains that flawless blending caused shocking reactions during a holiday gathering. The employee listens with patience. Shoppers smile as she describes her desire for visible imperfection. She films the interaction and posts it online. The store offers an exchange for a lighter shade. She leaves feeling restored. Her clip spreads quickly as people admire her dramatic relationship with makeup. 56. At Best. Buy a shopper returns the entire idea of Black Friday because he believes the deals were too good, which destroyed his personal storyline of being a victim of overpriced retail chaos. He insists that the discounts removed his annual monologue about surviving financial disaster. The employee nods politely while listening to his philosophical explanation. Other customers watch with confusion as he describes losing his identity. He films a message claiming the shopping season betrayed him. The store completes the return on his purchase. His video becomes a sensation as people laugh at someone canceling Black Friday itself. And there you go. 56 more Black Friday meltdowns proving that America is not ready for deals, crowds, or basic reality. If even one of these complaints made you laugh, shake your head, or question the entire human species, then do me one favor before you go. Hit like so YouTube realizes you survived this chaos. Subscribe because we drop complaint madness every week and you do not want to miss the next list. And comment below which store ruined your last Black Friday. I'm reading every single one and roasting the best replies in the next video.